As you Fort Yuma, the conductor stops and issues everybody outside. The tracks are blocked. Train cannot go any further in.
Really?
What is blocking it?
We've had a lot of bandits recently. The tracks are both very dangerous to traverse, and they're slowly being destroyed.
How long ago did this happen?
It's happening everywhere, constantly. The area's honestly not very, well, it's not kept in check.
I guess we should investigate these tracks, huh?
How close are we to the fort? Is it like right at the fort, or
Yeah, this is
some
right at the
miles
fort.
away?
You got to Yuma, but the train can't go any further.
Okay.
You know, if you gentlemen can make sure and get word back to me that tracks are clear, I can run the train back and forth between towns. But until then, I ain't going further in.
Fair enough.
Will do.
As me telling you guys as DM to players, this is how you will fast travel. You have to complete like a length of train track and clear it before you can fast travel.
Okay.
Some towns and
That's pretty neat.
it will cost you money, but some towns and areas do not have tracks, and you cannot.
I
fast
don't
travel there.
trust the length of your loading screens, P-Truck. You ain't no PS5, alright?
Yeah. Also, my graphics
You
ain't
have
no
the seamless
PS5 either.
transition, man.
I wouldn't.
All right.
I guess we gotta
well-
just keep walking then, huh?
Looks like this is the end of the road for now. Let's head into town and see what we can learn about these bandits. Maybe they're the same ones we're looking for.
So Fort Yuma isn't too much of a town. It is a lot of
Fort.
military station. So there is a small market, small civilian quarters, but a lot of it is on base.
Looks like we've got to go to the meat of the matter.
Where do people usually go when they get here? Is it just like they just camp it out and right off to wherever they need to go, or
Usually this is more of a stopping. So you really don't know where your wife might. She could be here. How much you want to bet that you'll find your wife Session Zero though?
that'd be a pretty short. That'd be a short game indeed. All right. Well, we can just we can have a look around, see who's in charge. They can give us any more information about these people around.
There ain't
And
no one in charge is
start
gonna
piecing-
talk to a bunch of strangers. I'm gonna tell you that.
I mean, like in charge of receiving visitors. Not like the actual general or whatever that's in charge of the fort. Just like whoever.
I guess the closest thing you'd have would be a store.
Yeah, some like whoever runs the hotel or the store. Those are usually the people that interact most with visitors. So
Yeah, there'd be a small inn. There would be a tavern, but I'm not that cliche yet. So
yeah, no, let's do
it's a
inn.
hotel.
Inn works for me. Or saloon, fucking saloon. There we go.
Sure, saloon. It's Old Western.
Yeah.
There is a very small, very shitty saloon. It's only for soldiers, so they will deal with a bunch of shit if they can get just a teeny bit tipsy.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Time to get tipsy ourselves. Can't do any unlocking information without, being inebriated ourselves.
Buying someone a drink.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we walk into the saloon. And,
But we don't have the money for drinks, do we?
I guess
I
it depends
got
on how much drinks have.
yeah.
How
I got a
much-
little bit.
I do have 100.
I got
Same.
I got 900.
Okay.
Alright, well.
We're not gonna fucking make it rain, but I mean $200.
Towards the tavern, you notice doors heading in. $10, I guess, drinks.
$10.
Alright,
Let's
well.
just go regular cents, because I guess that makes more sense. You, Evander, and I think Paolo have $1. These are 10-cent
$1?
drinks.
No.
Essentially.
Okay, so I'm gonna write $9 then.
Yeah.
That'll make it easier
Okay.
for me.
Sure.
If we're going by that logic, it's a lot easier.
I don't like translating from the official pages.
Yeah, no, we could. If you want, you can just put like a divide by 100 at the end of.
I'm just gonna
everything
say
you got.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
either say cents or dollars, but I will say every time if it's over $1 how much that is. I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So right
I
now,
mean, if it's like $7, it's like easy. But if you're like fucking 25, it's like $2.50. I don't know. Whatever. It's not bad. Who cares?
so 10 $Poké a drink is what you're saying.
Yes.
No, 10.
10 cents, 10 pokey.
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
gold,
Say 10
10
Poki a drink. There it
insert
is.
unit of monetary measurement.
That works.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, how crowded is the saloon at this time?
Very. You guys got here about the lunch break. There are lots of soldiers crowding the area, and with new influx of tourists or travelers that just came in on the train, this place is more than max capacity. There is no elbow room. There is no walking room, in a way.
Nice. Well, we just have to push and shove our way to the bar until we, forget about taking a seat, just to, getting a drink in the first place.
Easy.
Let's make this the first roll of the campaign. Everyone roll in athletics. How well can you push through this crowd?
Oh, sure.
There you go.
Oh god, Danny's fine.
Dang,
He
son.
sniffs a drink from a mile away and zips in. Paulo!
Dude, look at that. Ain't that just wonderful?
Paulo completely... God, what was your name?
Noah?
No.
Dude, come
No.
on. It's like the most basic bitch-ass name. Don't
Yes.
come at me.
You're alright, boy.
Noah
Dude,
forgets how
that
barn
is-
doors work, hits the
that
entrance, and gets flung out real quick. Flung
Dude,
off.
that is actually fucking, like, insane.
Bunch of weeb deputies.
And Lowlander
That's
takes his
fucking-
time, but he makes it to the bar.
I mean, after having a hard time even, like, entering the room, is there a way I could hop in through the window?
The windows
It would
are very large, but they are all made out of glass. As of today, nobody has been thrown out of a window.
Is any of them open?
No. Sure, but it's just as crowded. I'll give you an extra roll to go through the big window, but if you fail once again, you're screwed.
I'd rather not bust the window in front of the,
It's
saloon.
open. I had to rethink that, but it's open.
Okay, if I were to jump in, where would I land? Would it be like crowd surfing, or could I just like,
You'd be
land in front of a table and make a bit of a show?
Crowd surfing.
You would be jumping over a dining table and some people's meals to try and get into the crowded.
Oh shit. You know what?
I've got a number in my head. You can beat it.
Let's do it. Fuck it. We're not gonna roll 4 1s again, am I right? So,
It'll be fun.
taking a dive through the window.
And you met well, actually, no, you exceeded. So,
Okay.
you jump through, narrowly missing a glass of piss water, because, I don't know, it's piss washer. And you make it, like, waist level to everybody else as you fall to the ground. Narrowly being trampled, you stand straight up, walk towards the bar. All three of you.
Nailed
About time you got here.
Nailed it. Hey, I like making an entrance.
Well, your drink's already here, so.
You see a panicked old bald man that just gave you guys 3 drinks, apparently.
Yep.
I'm gonna
There's a
tip
reason
my
why he's
hat.
panicked.
Yeah, and
I'm
then he
gonna
moves
tip
on
my
to
hat.
other people. He's not even talking.
Morning,
to you.
mister.
He is already gone.
Warning.
This is not morning.
How hard you hit your head, Sonny? Let me bring out my southern draw.
Alright. What else is in the bar? Is it just like fuckloads of soldiers, or are there also like visitors there? Like who's within like
I thought
speaking
you said soldiers
distance?
and then like people from the train.
Yep.
Yeah, but like within speaking distance. Like I'm not gonna be shouting to like the person at the other end. I just want to be like whoever's next to me, kind of like tap them on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, new in town."
It's mostly soldiers, but there are still also people from the train.
All right. We'll take a couple sips. Eye out on the crowd, kind of who the.
Yeah, did you get any information on their physical appearance?
Well, they said it was 4 fellers that night. They're all wearing bandanas, so not much there. One of them had a black hat, one of them had a white hat, the other one was bald.
Okay.
Do we see anyone like that here?
Yeah,
Petra?
do we see a group of people, one with a black hat, a white hat, and bald?
Well, you can assume
And
this is gonna be fun. You can assume
And,
that Griff's
the-
hat used to be white, that Lowlander's hat is definitely black, and I just mentioned a bald bartender.
wonderful. The whole gang here. I was gonna say the 4th one had long hair, but I don't know. Maybe he just like scurried away and people couldn't get a description.
I
So
want
we
all
got-
of you to roll a focus.
Who?
All of you.
Okay.
In fact, 2
I
focus checks. Another round of drinks come by.
Great.
Okay.
I'm 12 and 15.
11 and 7.
4 and 7.
Nice. I had to beef up my focus for
Wait,
6
what was
minutes.
Evander's?
15 and 12.
Dude, that's a nice 15.
Okay, I'm also
Isn't that right?
specifically for Evander, I gotta roll something.
The alcohol enters my bloodstream and I gain 5 hit
You
points.
get that. You get that dead eye tracking.
I get 5 temporary HP
Yeah,
permanently.
your dead eye core
It's
is now full.
temporary, permanent HP. I want you to be like, yours is drugged. Got him.
Yeah.
So,
Now with that roll.
Danny's just having a good time.
as all of you take your second drink, Zoroa hops onto the counter and just kind of stares at you. Forms into a Zoroa first.
Yeah, fine. I turn him into a cup and I drink him. I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'll give him a little sip.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Roll Zoroa's focus.
You got it.
Blood.
And I nicknamed him Tenebris.
Fucking-
Just to be extra. Oh shit, it's bottom.
You definitely
Okay.
have to send me that name.
So it's gonna be 2d6 plus 1, so 8.
Takes a sip, gives an exasperated sigh, and you see the blood flushing to its face as it walks a little wobbly.
Wobbly
And-
on the counter.
It starts to get dizzy and jumps on your shoulder.
Yeah, he can't
my
really
God.
change now. Cute. What a cutie.
I'm gonna say temporarily it has 2 injuries because of how drunk it is.
Damn!
Let's go.
It just fell off the counter right on
Just lost
its
10
face.
HP.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give it
Gee.
resistances because drunk too, but just to inhibit it.
I know. Yeah, I figured.
Alright.
Hopefully we don't get in a fight anytime soon.
Well, after a couple drinks, just kind of turn
Yeah,
around.
I'm
and-
done after 2.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I just
Uh,
realized that you have a steel flying skarmory. You have your steel elephant.
Yeah.
I could have chosen Poniard for the dark steel type, but Zora just makes more sense with Zora.
You don't have to worry about a trifecta.
I don't know, it was just would have been cool.
Through the crowd, I'm gonna try to see if I can spy someone with a special uniform, like something that denotes some kind of rank above regular grunt.
Roll
They
perception.
might know. They might know more about what's going on here than the rest.
Possible.
Quite possible. God, I do want to ask you. Right, what was the? Just got a brain fart. I'm drunk.
Fucking roll the highest focus. Just fucking started
I'm still
pondering
buzzed.
about the meaning of life.
I'm still functional. I'm just still buzzed.
I'm gonna talk to the barkeep that's been offering us drinks.
I'm
gonna
still a dead ass shot.
He will
Maybe
do
even
his
better.
best to try and talk to you, but it is no guarantee. And I'm still
That's
waiting for the
fine.
perception roll from Paulo.
Oh, you're waiting for a perception roll for Paul? Oh.
Oh, I didn't hear that. My bad.
Okay, 15. So
Yeah.
you don't notice anybody with like a higher up uniform, but you notice one with a somewhat scraggly. He's walking a little weird, stumbling into lots of people.
We all got a depth perception.
But
Is he like?
he
Is
is-
he like limping or is he like?
He's
drunk?
drunk. He's straight up drunk, and he's challenging people to a William Tell.
What's that?
Where you
Ah.
put an apple on another person's head and you shoot it off.
Oh my!
Oh my!
In
Gun
your state,
game.
I'm gonna have to
What
Make
about
a
my
first-
state?
make a first arrest here after this man kills someone by mistake.
No
Sorry,
one
sir.
This ain't your jurisdiction, deputy.
I'm just gonna fucking point to the CO. This man needs to be court-martialed immediately.
As you're stumbling.
Not
Alright.
sure any marshals here want to hear some random deputies telling them what to do.
So we got a fucking Mr. Drunk here, and
We could always just end the game early by shooting the apple. And then the game, bam, goes home. Gets the apple
Nah.
blown off. He's
Dude,
itching
we
for it.
end the game right here by just drawing any weapons and starting a fucking fight.
I can handle shooting a simple apple, even in this state.
Then go prove yourself then.
Yeah,
The
you
dude's
are.
ears ping,
I might
and
as
he
well.
looks like through you, but he heard you specifically, and starts making his way.
Alright. I'm gonna need.
Uh,
Can Zora turn into my handgun real quick?
Yeah,
Turn
sure.
into a handgun.
Yeah, I can.
Do
Yeah.
it.
In regards to like shooting though, Zora doesn't like do any damage. It's just like
It's like a BB gun, basically.
For shooting, it's
Let's
gonna do
make-
its own
not even.
accuracy roll, but it won't. You can use whatever move it has if it's ranged. I'm not sure if Zoroa has range.
no. But it's not like I want to use a fucking rifle. You
Roll intuition for me.
Yeah, you got it. Intuition.
Yep, roll intuition.
I'm not a mentor yet.
Or
Let me tell you.
Pokemon educate.
Not a.
Not a mentor yet.
I will say this, and I am not an educated man whatsoever. Like, holy shit.
If either of you two want to roll either of the same roll, because this could come as an idea. If not, I'm not gonna say it.
What kind of roll you gonna make us do?
It's still intuition or Pokemon education, but it's for those two to talk to you.
Great.
Yeah, let's.
I've got a 3 on intuition. Sure, I'll give it a try.
Wow, same boat as Evander. Shit,
Ooh,
nice.
there we go. Griff.
Okay.
After dealing with a con man, had a few ideas going up in his brain. He tries to get out of the way of the drunk man and whispers to you, Lowlander, why not make that morpher into the apple itself? And the drunkard
Oh.
starts coming. He reaches you and says, I heard you want to do a good old William Tell. Y'all up for it?
Yeehaw.
Yeah!
Alright. Where's his apple at?
He's gonna walk outside. Am I going first? Or are you?
I imagine we have an audience here.
Yeah,
There
I'm pretty
are
sure, like,
a number of concerned people starting to look out at you and giving you specifically some questioning looks, as most of them already denied this guy.
Let's see what he's got. Let's see where he, see if
I'm
I can
gonna
do
use
a good
this
little
opportunity
switcheroo
to-
to this apple.
So, Peter, as he's doing this, I'm gonna stay in the bar and try and get some questions out of the barkeep.
I'm
Good
just
luck.
gonna walk around and
In fact,
talk
actually-
to people.
Because
Okay,
Zoro
yeah,
needs
this'll
to
work.
actively mark the object to turn into it, and then remember it.
Yeah, you can say that he was carrying it the entire time Zoro saw it.
Great. I'm gonna playfully inspect the apple, and then see if I can switch the roux with Zora as an apple. And give it back to him.
Roll guile, stealth, or acrobatics.
I will
You know
do
what?
guy.
Hold up. Is this like as they're outside or as they're walking outside?
This is as they're outside. This is getting
Yeah.
ready for the game. Evander's
I didn't-
effectively rolling a sleight of hand.
Yep, and
Okay,
I'm just
yeah. I
I'm
was
staying in the
gonna-
bar. I'm staying
I
in
was
the
gonna
bar.
bump. I was gonna bump into them, so we'd have a chance. But
That's fine.
then I have to like go back in. So if you wanna like, I'll kind of nod at you to like get closer. Walk out of the bar 1 second. Kind of bump into you. Oh, sorry, sir. I must have lost my wits.
Ooh,
And go back inside.
that's a bad roll.
Zoroa
Yes.
turns into an apple midair, plops in your hand as the guy stumbles into Evander, kind of.
Oh, sir, you dropped the ball. I hand
Ah.
him Zora.
Thank you. Well, you
That's
have
if
the
he fights
apple.
it.
Why don't you go first? He points to the top of his head as you guys are outside now.
Don't mind if I do. I walk 10 spaces away.
You can see him wobbling, and the apple starts to fall off, but Zoro is trying its best to stabilize on
Do you want
dude's
to
head.
throw acrobatics?
Yes, minus a d6,
Oh my
because
goodness.
it is also drunk, and this doesn't help.
3d6 plus 1.
Oh,
Come on, roll the
goodness.
dice. Ooh, 18! That's 18.
Yo, that is a steady boy. That is a
Zoroa's
steady boy.
drunkenness is actually perfectly balancing out with this dude.
Magic apple.
Beautiful.
And it's balancing out such a way that it is a really stable target set up for you, right in front.
Obviously, I'm gonna actively miss it, but I'm not gonna shoot.
Fucking accuracy check. Fucking, if you roll a 1, it kills, man.
So Neighbors just buzzed out of his fucking mind. He's still stable as hell.
Yeah.
Love it.
So roll
Alright.
command.
You got it. Watch this, baby. Are you ready for this?
1.
Boom!
Okay.
As your rifle rings out, Zorua plops on the ground from the guy's head. Oh, dang. You actually did it. But we can still tie. He picks up the apple, places it sloppily on your head, walks a few paces back, and starts reaching for his gun.
I'm a whisper, Thor. Don't you dare move. You got this, buddy.
Nice blind faith.
He tries to get his revolver, but there's nothing there. He looks down and said, "Somebody take my gun!" And he starts looking at the crowd, and everyone just reacts and starts looking around.
Do I remember what his gun looked like?
It was a shiny revolver, almost pure silver. He definitely had it on, but as he came towards you, it disappeared.
Can I find it in the bar?
I
Do I see anything in the bar? Do I see anything in the bar?
Paolo knows what's happening. Danny, you were in the bar, preoccupied, trying to talk to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you weren't even paying attention.
Cool. That's fine.
I'm close to the door, so I can see what's going on outside, but not like.
Yeah. So Noah, what do you start doing?
What's going on outside? I heard this fella just take a shot. They having a duel? I asked the nearest soldier to me.
Okay. Yeah, this guy, he got reprimanded pretty hard today. I guess he was just trying to Sergeant said he was a lousy shot, and I guess he wants to prove it. But the soldier starts looking around. He's more in, like, casual clothing, but, he changed just recently. He starts patting his pockets. My wallet's gone.
I'll pat my pockets.
We got a pickpocket here.
Okay. You pat your pockets. Your skarmory's gone.
Naturally. Of course it's gone. Well, looks like we got a thief on the loose here. Who are they? The only two outside the bar?
There's a small group of people, but Evander.
Are they the only ones that have left the bar recently?
I think so. I haven't seen any go out.
Okay.
I wasn't really paying attention. He walks off and goes around the bar, saying if there's any.
I'm gonna smack the side of the door and get everyone's attention. Try to get everyone's attention.
Then first we will cut to Danny.
Okay.
So Griff, you were talking to this barkeeper, seeing that half of his customers are now outside watching an entertaining match. He does have a little bit of time to talk to you.
Baller.
Boss, got a couple questions for you if you don't mind my indulging.
That's sure, fine. He goes back and forth, but he's still keeping conversation with you.
Listen, I don't know how much you heard, my deputy, but we on the hunt for some bandits. Not only did they sabotage our tracks with where we're headed, but it's also where our own deputy's got a little score to settle with some of them.
There's a lot of them around there for him to settle.
Well, let me ask you now, are there any out of the ordinary ones?
Out of the I mean, there's everyone in the Cowboys. There are rogue entities, but the Cowboys are the biggest group out here.
How often would you say they make a stop here if they do?
Oh, here? Never. They're never this far west. They're all in Tombstone, really.
Yeah, that's so. Whole different state. Are there any that pass by here on the now and then?
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to expand their territory, but they haven't been out here any recently.
Well, let me ask then, are there any that come out in this time of the year, or just in general?
Like I said, no one's come out here recently from the Cowboys.
And let me ask, just for safety's sake, what do you have all these soldiers stationed here for?
Well, I'm right outside a military base.
What? I mean, I asked that question wrongly. I meant to say, why are all these soldiers stationed here, so far away from kind of the middle of nowhere?
Well, partially because this was Mexican land just a few years ago. A few months ago, in fact.
What changed?
You sure are in the dark, ain't you? This whole country of ours bought a whole mess of land. Well, not as much as the last time, but it's a good chunk. All this area here changed from Mexican to American.
Yeah.
None of it by force? Seems surprising.
Well, if you talk to the Indians, it's all by force.
Can't say you're not off base.
Speaking of, if you're gonna be traveling through these parts, you might want to take care. Some are nice, some are not so.
Well, let me ask you something. Can you at least Well, you saw the influx of customers in there. Have you heard of any hooligans or pissants that are messing with the tracks in this area?
Not specifically.
Seems
They come out when no
no.
one's watching. Something gets destroyed. Train can't racks.
Well, since we don't seem to have a culprit, let me ask this then. Is anywhere you know we can go to make some more tracks? Any stores, any locations in general that maybe see more on the map for that kind of thing?
I'm pretty sure that the U.S. can pay for any new tracks, but they want to make sure that anybody they're gonna hire isn't gonna be attacked. You know?
Where do we get to hiring?
They're gonna be doing the hiring.
We can't come to them?
Okay, what are you asking here?
I'm asking if there's a way basically we repair the tracks. I was looking for a culprit first.
You don't
Doesn't
need
seem
to
like
repair
that's
the
case.
tracks, you just need to clear them from any danger.
Guys, you're being too loud. You're disrupting Paolo getting his nice little chicken tendies, okay?
Chicken
You need us to respect that.
But yeah, you don't need to repair them, you just need to clear them.
Okay,
That's if you're gonna even...
right. I know it's going to be something we're going to have to get back to eventually. Alright, but I figured I'd, do what I told Paolo earlier and get my information gathered.
And at this, the door to the bar gets slammed a few times. So, Paolo, you just interrupted everybody, banging on the door.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people turn and look towards you. I assume Griff is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
folks, it seems like we got a thief among us.
Who's sus?
Someone in this bar has been taking things that are not theirs. Mister here, I lost his wallet, and I lost my Pokeball. So, we can do this the easy way. Come out, tell us who you are, give us our things back.
Can I look out for any nervous ticks?
Same. I was going to do the same thing.
For the sake of peace, in this very crowded station, you can go. Or we can just strip search everyone, find who the missing person is, and then beat them silly.
You see...
Sounds good to me.
Well, everyone roll perception. Griff, where are you now that he's starting to speak up like this?
I turn around, get up from my seat.
Damn!
I get up from my seat and I start surveying the area. Not moving, but visually surveying.
I'm
Okay,
just too caught up
Evander.
yelling to catch anything.
I'm gonna say that
Damn.
Danny is the only one who can hear this. You
Rip.
hear some scratching on the roof, and it stops just at the edge of the back of the bar.
Scratching on the roof.
Scratching as something's moving
Is
down
there-
to the side.
Well, you're gonna investigate that, Danny.
Is there a back exit?
Not really.
You know what? I'm gonna motion to Paolo, and I'm gonna motion him to the window he just jumped out of.
Alright.
And I'm gonna jump out of that and run to the back of the bar.
As you look down the back of the bar, it's open desert, except for this small dust cloud behind a running Pokemon.
Time to get running.
All right, then I'm gonna take out my Pokeball if I still have it.
You don't either. So everyone's focus checks. The first one was for drinks. The second one was for theft. Zorua got away with 1 point, so it jumped up on the counter.
Oh.
Wait, I got robbed too?
Zorua was almost robbed, but noticed because it was in knife form and jumped on the counter.
I imagine
Then he
you
decided
failed,
to do
Evander, but
drinks.
Zora saved because it was
Oh, nice. Nice. So I didn't get robbed just because they tried to just take a Pokemon instead.
Well, Zora could react to it. Is what
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
saying.
Damn, okay.
I'm gonna start going to that dust cloud.
I thought I just thought you didn't want to get shit faced or something.
Yeah. I see Griff jumping out the window and kind of shove my way quickly
Yeah, I'm gonna follow through.
to it.
This
No,
Pokemon is running, and you don't know what to. It's just running off. And
I think we got a lead, fellers. Anyone who lost stuff, come with me. That says I jump out the window.
Yeah, everybody jump out the window.
well, almost everyone's outside. There are a number of people who
Yeah, just point at the faraway Pokemon and be like, "Yep, that's our thief."
they start to run with you guys after this Pokemon.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have 9 movement each round because I'm gonna dash.
Yeah, these
So
guys are just
I
gonna
will
go
have-
regular movement.
Wait, what the fuck is my? I will have 8 movement.
Dashing, I get 12.
Paolo, are you going straight after it, first and foremost?
Wait, hold on, Paulo. Dashing is 1.5, not 2.
Oh,
Okay. Yes. Thank
9.
you. So, yeah, then you guys are about the same.
Yep.
You pretty much stay consistent with the same distance while the larger group starts to lag behind. And I want all of you to roll survival.
Oh, ha.
Pretty sure.
Rip.
Oh.
Dude, I am operating the extremes today.
Not bad.
Sorry. Wanted to just make sure. Yee.
Okay. So, why am I forgetting Noah's name most of all? So,
It's not
I'm your,
interesting.
dude, I'm your MC. I'm your actual fucking MC.
yes.
Yeah,
you are.
Right now.
Bruh, my
Hey,
guy's
how
got
can you
3
be
girls
triggered
on him,
without a
he's
gun?
not gonna know what to do.
So, Noah, you feel the wind pick up. You look over, and a giant dust storm is seconds away from
Forming?
you guys.
A sandstorm? We can't deal with a sandstorm.
This is
Is
about
it-
an hour of chasing after this Pokemon.
Nice. So we're in an hour.
They
Has
have
it-
started to drop off. Some of the soldiers are nearby, but
Has
they
it been going like? Has it been like straight line, or is it like,
straight
gone
line
around in
after this
circles?
same creature.
Jesus Christ.
Are you guys any closer to catching it?
You're a
Not
little
really.
closer, but it just started behind a hill as the sandstorm picked. You will lose
Might
sight of
be
it
the-
if you don't continue chasing it.
We don't have anything to deal with a sandstorm,
Mm.
so it might be a bit dangerous to pursue.
It's either pursue
Although that
or
is
hunker
just
down.
Skarmory.
I mean,
So-
And my Mon, too.
yeah. So
Oh,
what
so
we
your
can do,
Pokemon as well.
we
Yeah,
can
it's mine as well.
like Griff and me can go after it, and you can go back to the town and search.
That'd still be dangerous. You'd have to know where you are going when you can't look at
Yeah,
directions.
if
It's
you guys
either
keep going,
chase
it's
or
best
hunker
if I
down.
follow you.
Yeah.
We should probably just keep chase then.
Yeah. That's probably the best choice, man.
Outrun the sandstorm.
And the Mon.
You ain't running the sandstorm, but you'll be able to see them all, at least for a little bit longer. The sandstorm picks up. Your movement is hindered, but the Mon, it starts to walk. It isn't running, but it's carefully walking as not to get any sort of hindrances from the sandstorm. You guys, however, let's say you're slowed. So you're about keeping pace again, but you can't move as fast as you should normally.
Okay.
Very true.
Yep.
Very true.
You continue after this Mon?
We will.
Yeah.
Yep.
It tucks behind a rock, and you don't see it leaving.
Jesus Christ. Finally.
Let's,
Jump on it, boys.
let's surround
I'm just
it.
a little bit behind.
I'm gonna get ready.
Okay, so what are you doing? Like a pincer maneuver around the rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that,
Once he enters my weapon range, I draw my rifle, which is 12 meters.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you draw your rifle, and a net encases you and drags you to the ground. At the same time as Noah and Griff, you are all captured.
Nice.
And
Oh,
two figures walk from behind the rock. One,
interesting.
they're both young, but one standing about 6 foot. 6 foot. This is olden times. That's tall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
one
still tall now.
standing about 5, 6. Yeah, one
5,
more bulky.
6.
Yeah, male and a female. They both come out, Pokemon drawn. So, I'll be taking that Zora one. And end session.